Hello, we're to the BHR JenMar Management Series live here from South Boston Speedway. These guys are gonna go here and do a 3-wide salute for pretty tough week for a lot of these guys. There's a lot of things that pretty much happened to all of these people, so these guys can go here and do a 3-wide salute for the fans, 3-wide salute for everything that's happened. So nice sight to see here. BHR Management Series. Three-wide salute all around. This is the Super Pain's giving the War Machine Ryan Worley to his dog. These guys continue to do a 3-wide salute around the speedway. Here in qualifying, these guys have already turned some laps. They're going to continue to do the 3-wide salute for quite a while now. Oh yeah, it looks like Ryan Worley decided he's out of it and he's done. Or these guys are all done. Looks like he decided just to... Not quite sure what exactly happened there. Looks like that is the end, so... 3-wide salute to the fans, to all the people, all the drivers that have had everything happen to them bad lately, as... We're not got a junkyard on the corner, but pretty much what that was right there. So anyhow, that is the end of qualifying. It looks like the session has been advanced. So let's take a look now at your LCTV starting lineup here. Just a moment. Let's just guys start gridding. So it looks like on the front row, I believe, yes, Blake Atkin and number 44 machine also on pole is outside. USA winner Ryan C. Orley. Row number 2, you have the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price alongside the 15 of John Horn. Row 3 here tonight, we have the 22 of Andrew Singleton, and then on his outside, Will Rod Armour. Then in row 4 here tonight, we have Trenton Steen, number 8 machine, and Russell Kane, league owner, right there in P8. Row 5, we have Kirk Mills, number 4 machine, who won not last week, 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen, the previous race. And then you have George Garcia on his outside. Then in row 6, you have Thomas Wise and Brian Flanagan. And in row 7, you have Blake Anderson and Frederick Hofstetter. And then right at the field, you have the 63. Looks like Facundo Ray, and then you have Stephen Gale and the machine right there as well. So that is, look at LCTV starting grid here from South Boston. Not exactly a very used track in these cars for sure. More so a short track, a K&N kind of. Maybe even a Legends car track. It's a lot of different cars. Usually never use this big, heavy, fast stock cars. But these guys are going to make it work here tonight. It's a pretty exciting race. Some short track racing. It's a very tight track. And there's nowhere to really kind of save your car if you end up messing up. Because it's just pretty much flat inside, outside wall. That's all there really is. Not like USA where you have a lot of apron and space and whatnot. And space car is in. The green flag's out. We're running away here. Race number 6. South Boston here. These guys wore their way through turns 1 and 2. Looks like one machine trying to gain top spot away. They can't quite do a contact. It looks like it's the 45 and the one machine. It looks like they may have made some contacts. The field is going to fly by here. That's some great camera angles right there. Current work by. Oh, the 45 machine gets dumped! And a big wreck. Oh, to the back. Looks like almost somebody saved it right there. The 45 machine, Jeffrey Price goes around, actually 360 and it kept going. I thought for sure I was going to cause a huge accident. And it started to, but they managed to straighten themselves back out and get back going. We took a look back at what happened right there. Is it kind of started in turns 1 and 2 right there and ended into turn 3. So we're going to look back exactly what happened there. Contact for 15 machine, it looks like, of John Horn. Who's maybe just matter of fact doesn't have his correct number. It looks like John Horn. Looks like he tried to make it a pass on him, got onto the apron, got a little bit loose, up the track into the 45 just for Price. Really had nowhere to go. Gets rear-ended by the 14, and the 22 hits the inside wall. And other than that, actually didn't get hit at all after that. So these guys have 5 rounds to pair, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. As now we're going to go on board with the 15 machine of John Horn after that one. To look back exactly what happened here with incidents. He's on the inside of Price. He lifts, goes under the apron, just side of the track, into the 45 for Price, gives him sideways, then pretty much just finishes him off. Gets hit by the 22 and the 14. That is pretty much that right there. Look at from the chopper camera now. And see if you can turn sideways, goes around, and those guys really beating and banging and put each other on the wall. I thought for sure they were going to get turned right there and have a big wreck. Somehow these guys managed to actually make it work and not cause a huge pile up, which is nice. So of course, so lap 5 now in the books. 44 machine still out front. Space lights are off. We're to go back green flag here. It doesn't take long to turn these 5 caution laps on a short track. So speaking of short track, let's take a look at your track information here from South Boston Speedway. 0.37 miles, shortest track we're ever going to race on here in the BHR JenMar Mangement Series. Shortest track and even shorter than Bristol, so really very short track here as these guys are going to go back. Green flag here, the first restart of the night. Green flag's back out and away here. It's big contact with 15 machine into the back of the 44, who now has no back end left, or no rear bumper. So, you know, the field fly by once again there. Side by side for third. Here's 15 of John Horn. Trying to get around to 22. Gets tight off the corner. Has to lift to get that spot up. As these guys working around the track. Turning very, very quick laps. It's not 911 machine. Oh, gets into the back of the 14. That's the 911 of Blake Anderson, who's currently behind Will Road Armor in that 14 machine. And the caution flag comes out. Somebody goes sideways. Not quite sure who it's for. Maybe the 9 of Ryan Flanagan? That'd be my guess. Look like what happened here exactly. Whether or not it was the 9 machine of Ryan Flanagan or not. Yes, indeed it was. Oh, wow. Big contact with 9 machine. There's 3 wide back here, which obviously is not going to work here at South Boston. He tries to give one room to the 2, and the 2 backs out of it, but he didn't know it. Gets turned with the 50 machine, George Garcia. Heavy contact inside wall. Goes for a big wild ride. Then actually blinks out, which is why we couldn't find the accident. And then you see him back rolling there. So heavy contact with the inside wall for that number 9 machine. That's going to go on board now with the 50 of George Garcia to see exactly what happened there from his angle, as he was the one who got left for corner pit of the 9. Yeah, it looks like he just didn't expect him to be like... 9 machine actually kind of came really far down the track. Maybe got loose or something out of the corner. Not quite sure what exactly happened there. Cause it was very, very odd for sure. I'm going to go on board here with the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price. You see the accident behind him. Oh man, hard hitting into the wall. Spun around multiple times. You even had the 99 machine and landed on the 99 machine. So pretty big impact for the 99 machine Ryan Flanagan, but he's going to continue on going as we're going to go back live now. I'll take this opportunity now to go to a quick commercial break, but don't go away. Right back.
To leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
We're live from South Boston. Now green flag back out on the way here. As start side with the race lead, one of Ryan Worley fighting back on the outside of the 44 of Blake Atkin. It looks like he's not going to quite get that spot, and his outside lane is so much slower here as it's very quick turns. So he's going to lose that battle for the race lead, but still holding on to second place for now as this guy took the way through turns. Oh, the 44 spins out of the lead! And he saves it! What a save with the 44 machine of Blaine Atkin. Look back what happened right there, as long as these guys don't end up wrecking. Okay. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. Too much chaos happening right now. See the... Oh, the 15 machine. Oh, they wreck behind! No, they don't. 15 machine has a connection issue right there, but... Got on the outside wall and then slid down the track into the side of the 22 machine. So we're going to have a fly by the field there coming off of turn 2. Oh, we're straining the outside wall. This guy is very racy. There's just so much happening. I mean, it's pretty nuts. The 4 machine, Kirk Rell is turning around the 8 machine of Trenton Sneed. 20 laps in here, so 110 laps left to go now. And again, it's really hard to pass here, as you don't only have long straightaways. It's all pretty much hugging that yellow line and just trying to run a good corner, but it's pretty much bumper runs is what you're going to pretty much see here tonight. It's so hard to pass. It's up in front. Ahead of them, the 4 machine trying to regain his way back through the field, trying to pass the 14 real road armor, so you can try to get that spot away from him. And that is for, looks like 6 positions. Oh, almost some contact right there. This guy's racing very hard. And the 14 machine actually able to hold him off on the outside for now. As caution flag comes out. Let's look back what happened here. Oh, Ryan Flanagan around once again.
Coming into pit road. Yes,
Take a look back at what happened now. 209 machine Ryan Flanagan and had issues all the way back in turns 3 and 4 and ended up losing it in 1 and 2, it looks like. So it got loose at 3 and 4. It's the inside wall, which was probably what happened last time. It got turned to 50. Goes into the corner. Either downshifted to try to... I'm not sure if he downshifted because he thought he was going too slow or what, but he ended up losing the car once again and then ends up getting back going. So, took for 8 for the 9 machine of Ryan Flanagan. Again, having some issues. So, that'll like take some guys down pit road. The 44 machine down pit road 58 is Stephen Gale. On the pit road 15, John Horkinson, new car 22 as well. The 14 machine, the 8 Trenton Sneed, 4 of Kirk Mills, 50 George Garcia, the 2 car of that is Thomas Wise. So Ryan Flanagan though will stay out and hold on to the race lead along the level. So take this opportunity to go another quick commercial break. Don't go right back. We're live. Oh, our really goes around. We're live in South Boston. Oh, big contact. No caution. The one machine of Ryan Worley got sideways out of the race lead going to the corner, and the other dominant car goes with him. It's 911 machine, the wall, and they wreck again. Russell Caney goes around. Now the caution flag will wave. What a mess.
I know, man.
Wow.
I think we need to start putting like an age limit on racing or something, you know?
See the radio communication there. Probably on the 80 machine, Russell Caney. As we look back what happened there. We had 2 wrecks, and the second one brought the caution flag out. So now, first look at what happened to Ryan Worley in the 1 machine, out of the race lead, and then ends up getting hit by none other than the guy who spun himself out earlier, who was dominant. So Ryan Worley gets the race, gets a great restart, goes into turn 1, and just gets sideways on him. Maybe hit the brakes too hard, goes sideways. They didn't really hit anything, then he accidentally overcorrects, gets T-boned by the 44 machine. Then he gets hit with the 14, who then clips to 15. 8 machine trying to sneak piles in. 2 machine gets contact with 9 Ryan Flanagan. So you have all that issues happen. Then you have the 80 of Russell Caney up here, where he's going, and then it looks like he had a checkup for the contact in front of the 15 of Jonathan Horn. Just got tight, slid up into his left corner panel, turned him actually on around into the backstretch. He barely missed the pit road wall, so he was pretty good on that. Lucky on that note. But we're going to go on board now with the 44 machine of Blaine Atkin after that all happened. That's fun. Take a look back what happened from his angle here on board with the 44 machine. See the one machine goes sideways, he's good to go, goes in the apron, and then T-bone gets piled in from behind multiple times. Wow. It's not going to go on board with the war machine. Ryan Worley. See, he gets good sideways. Goes up underneath him and had it. Pretty much good, and then he accidentally overcorrected. Gets hit multiple times. And then he can't go down pit road. Then if we check going down pit roads, there's a backup, going reverse, get back going again. Look at that caution, pretty much saved him. But, wow. It was nuts. So, pretty much, recap it here. Here's Ryan Worley. He goes for a spin. And then gets T-bone with the 44. They make heavy contact. They all piled in there. Stephen Gale involved as well, George Garcia. And then they keep going. The 911 machine out of the race lead. Then gets tight, hits the outside wall. Costs 22 car to check up, get in the back of him. 80 machine, big check up, but then they all wreck. Anyhow, back alive now. As it looks like the 45 machine, Jeffrey Price, who wrecked earlier actually, was a cause of, there was a 14 machine around. Into the 50 machine, and the 44 again gets piled into it. Caution flag once again. And 911 car is the one that comes out the worst. Blake Anderson. But look back at what happened right there. As I'm pretty sure the 14 made contact. Got contact with somebody. See him right here on the outside. He's getting going. And then he kind of comes down to the track a bit. Kurt Relic is a little tight. Because they know 50 machine George Garcia at 911 nowhere to go. So actually, that was not the 44. My apologies. They're both of the same exact paint scheme, so I got them mixed up. My apologies. But so yeah, the 911 machine of Blake Anderson is the one who got piled in there with nowhere to go. So we're right on board with him now. As you see, the contacts. There's a car, and bam, nowhere to go. And front just pushed into the pit road wall, so he's goes super slow to get around it. Chaos. I'm going to go on board with the 4 machine of Kirk Mills as this happens up ahead of him, or this, what happens, yeah, it's just his 14 machine turns him around. Didn't get any damage really from it, but certainly find out what he intended to do. Look from the chopper camera now, his contacts, and his 50 machine, 911 machine into him, and amazingly around the world, they did a great job of backing down right there. You see him behind. Does a great job to back it down and not really get involved, so good job for him. But tough break for the 14 and everybody else involved as the pace car lights are out, ready to go back. Green flag this time by, as they're currently in turns 1 and 2. So the pace car come around and let these guys get loose and go once again, as we still have a little bit less than 100 laps to go, so always race left here. His pace car is in. Jeff Fraser field to the green flag. Green flag is out and away here once again from South Boston. A great jump with 45, and now for second there's a little bit of contact for the 4 machine once again as a record again. George Garcia around. Hard to the outside wall. There's the 2 machine. He spins almost into the pit road wall and puts it in reverse down pit road. So I guess it's the best good pits up reverse there. And trying to figure. I'm so lost right now. All right. To look back, what happened to the 50 machine of George Garcia to put us under the 6th caution flag of the night. And to see exactly what happened here. It looks like they're on the restart. They get going. And then all of a sudden, Oh, the 14. Wow. That was... not the 14. Sorry, my apologies. The 44. That was... I mean... Not much else to say right there. The 44 either just got tight into him, or not exactly what sure what happened right there. But you see, just make this contact around the 50 machine, goes into the outside wall pretty hard, and you see the 2 machine, he just spun it out trying to avoid him pretty much, but didn't really hit anything, so he was good to go. But it looks like guys actually forced to go lap down, which is unfortunate for him. And anyhow, no lead now. Jeffrey Price, 45 machine. As we still have a long ways up to go. It'll be 80 laps to go here in just a few laps, but we're going to see here if we can't bring in 45 machine Jeffrey Price, as long as it's not one of green. If it's one of green, I'm not going to do that to him. And it is, so we're not going to interview him. Oh, no, it's not, no, man. Jeffrey Price, got a copy.
Yes, sir. What's going on? You going to jinx me again?
Well, hopefully not, but you're currently up here in the lead, and at a very, very short track, you kind of expect a lot of chaos, and that's kind of what happened here so far. So how do you feel about your chances to try to stay in front of the field? How do you feel about the pit strategy and the bump and runs and dump and runs?
Well, if I can keep from getting dump and run and spinning out on this restart, and if we can get a green flag run going, we should be good.
Alrighty, well, short crosses don't give you much opportunity to give you an interview, so I'll let you go here and go on the race.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was a race leader, the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price, if I can speak. He's led 17 laps so far here tonight. And again, I couldn't get really interview that much, but base car is in once again here, and we're going to go back. Green flag from South Boston. Green flag is out and away here from South Boston. It's on the gas of the 45 machine, and now will we have any carnage behind them? That is the main question so far here tonight. The machine going to hold off the 9 for now. Ryan Rowland making up some spots. Almost makes contact with 80 of Russell Cady. Those two had a bit of issues 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen. 80 Russell Kennedy. Oh, almost contact with 80. Trying to see the 44 gets loose. And contact right with the 44.
God.
Hard to the inside wall. And again, caution flag going to come out. It looks like actually he will put it behind the wall along with his teammate, the 911 machine of Blake Anderson. They both put behind the wall now. So tough break for both of them. I'm not sure if they're out of faster pairs, if they just decided to give up, but again, when he actually got on the pole, it was pretty fast early on until he kind of spun, and he's been trapped ever since. He went 3 wide. He just got loose, got him the 80 machine, hard to the inside wall. Actually makes contact with the 63 machine before going and towing back to the pit. So tough break for the 44, and I'm going to go on board with him now to see exactly what happened there from his angle. See, he just gets a good run, gets flew it loose into the 80 machine, and hard to the inside wall he goes. It cost him 63. So I put us back under the caution flag here once again. Now we're taking this opportunity to go and look. Another quick commercial break. We don't go right back. Back live for the BHR JenMar Management Series, live here from South Boston. Speedway. These guys stacked to file once again here. Ready to go back. Green flag racing from this 0.37 mile track. Space car lights are off. Ready to have turned on the pit lane here once again. As there it goes. Jeffrey Price through the field to the green flag. Green flag is out. We're on the way here from South Boston once again. As these guys are double file. Will we see anything really significant happen here? As there's a line machine around hard on the inside wall. Looks like nobody else got injured right there, but that burned out.
Like a protein shake or a bar?
That burned out the 8th caution flag of the night now. As it looks like the 3rd caution now. That night machine has been the main part of. As you see, it looks like he just came out of turn 2 and it just got out from underneath him, and there's not very much room to save it. So hard against the wall he goes. Amazingly, he didn't bounce off into anybody. So great job to miss him, and great job for him to lock it down and keep from hitting anybody else on track. So take a look now from the onboard shot of that. Yeah, it just got loose. Harder than inside wall he goes. Gonna use some flex tape because that's a lot of damage. I had to use some memes. Alright, well he's gonna go on pit road along with several other guys here. Looks like pit stop service being done here to a lot of these people. Price to come off with the race lead once again here. Looks like I should use a fast fire as well. So he's gonna have a nice and clean car right there. As we're gonna see if we can't dial up the 8 machine of Stephen Gale from the Blackcross booth now. Stephen Gale, got a copy.
10-4.
So this 0.37 mile track is kind of expect there'll be a lot of chaos, especially with this many guys showing up tonight. You've kind of been in the middle of the majority of it here. You got pretty bad into a 58 machine there. How is the race going from your angle, and how do you feel like your chances are to get back to the front and to work away for the race win here?
Well, for my first, I did not get any practice at all, so I think I'm doing pretty well up in the 5th spot. I think I'm pretty fast. I've been doing really well hanging out with these guys, getting passes on cars. And yeah, the damage, I don't actually really feel it on the car, so that's good for at least.
Yeah, mostly I guess they didn't want you to see your number as it's all scripted off on the side. But so how do you feel? Speaking of the passing, how do you feel the passing is here? Is it hard to pass, or is it a little bit easier than I'm kind of making it out to be?
It's hard. You gotta be on that inside. The outside line, you can do it, but you're just not gonna win in the end because the inside line is much faster for passing, which is good because I'm starting on the inside.
Alrighty, well it's one of the green here, so let's you go and click on the race.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that is your driver of the number 58 machine of Stephen Gale. Which I don't know what to say right there, but anyhow, as I mentioned, a stacked double file here. Once again to go back. Green flag here from South Boston. Still 70 laps to go, but he's going to come out on top at the end. Jeffrey Price will fill to the green flag, which is now flying in the air. They're on the way here once again. It's contact from the 80 into the back of the 4 machine. Will they make it on a long green flag run here? Oh, the 4-foot rail gets sideways. Manages to save it. Good save by him. As so far, so good. There's the contact. Oh, wow. Hard hit for the 63 machine of Facundo Ray. Not sure if there was contact between him and the 58 or if he just got loose on his own, but certainly a hard hit to the inside wall. If we look back at what happened there as the caution is breed caution strikes again here from South Boston. Take a look back at what happened to that 63 machine there. Again, I'm not sure if they got put 3 wide, if he just got loose or... Looks like he's in front of the... he was kind of... I don't know if he thought the 4 machine was going to go to his outside because he was kind of like in the middle of the track. I don't think Stephen Gale expected him to be right there. I'm going to go on board here with the 58 machine of Stephen Gale as he was the one who got in the left corner panel of him. Because it looks like the 63 is kind of like far down on the track. So let's look back what happened here. And he comes off the corner. Yeah, he's like in the middle lane. And I don't know if he thought the 4 was on his outside because he was... like a whole lane down, so I mean obviously the 58 pretty much I guess you could say dumped him, but I just don't think he expected him to be that far down the track. I think he kind of expected him to be next to the wall, but yeah, that's certainly a weird one right there, for sure. $63 machine right there. And a hard hit the inside wall, gets launched in the air off 58, then runs just spins into traffic and it's kind of sitting there. So heavy damage to the RC3 machine. Able to go back live here once again. And Jeffrey Perez is going to continue to lead the field here. And, well, as he does that, we're going to go on a quick commercial break. Don't go away, right back.
So, you want to race in NASCAR. The road starts here. Introducing the eNASCAR Ignite Series powered by iRacing. This is the gateway for all aspiring 13 to 16-year-olds. Starting June 20th, ignite your dreams of one day racing in the top tiers of NASCAR. Go to www.iracing.com/ignite for full details.
See, I told you we wouldn't take very long. Welcome back here to BHR Mangement Series, live here from South Boston. Race number 6 on the season. So after this, it will be 10 races left to go. As pace car with the hoof third down on the pit lane here once again. There it goes through the field to the green flag. Once again, it'll be Jeffrey Price on that number 45 off steep on number 1 Chevrolet. Green flag's back out. Contact on the restart. It's 58 and 1 to Ryan Worley. As they're all racing behind them. Listen to those cars roar around this very, very small racetrack. Single file now through most of the field, which is obviously good news as far as the caution flag goes. This looks like the machine now. John Horn gonna get underneath the 8 trying to sneak. Gonna try to take that spot away from him, and indeed he does. As now it looks like these guys kind of sorted out where exactly they want to go and how to run the track side by side a little bit easier. Oh, never mind. There's a big pile up ahead. Oh my goodness. 14 machine goes around. Stephen Gale got turned sideways and then pretty much ARCA braked, but then power slid into a straight. I don't even know what just happened. I'm still trying to figure out what just happened. Alright, well, as I was just saying that, we're going to have another big pile up. So that'll burn out the 10th caution flag of the night here. Trying to figure exactly what happened here with the 58 machine of Stephen Gale. As go here and see. Alright, he's good in 3 and 4. I think it's off turn 4. Oh, he's got sideways, overcorrects hard on the outside wall. Russell Caney sitting on the track has piled in with 15, the 50, the 8, and gets pushed into a straight line. That's actually pretty funny the way that just happened. But anyhow, so we're gonna go on board with the 58 machine of Stephen Gale after that hard hit there. Gets sideways, overcorrects hard on the outside wall. He goes, gets hit with the 80, launched off, it's outside wall again, then gets piled zero by everybody until he just pretty much gets back going. Thanks to George Garcia. And so the 14 machine of Real Road Armor go around to see exactly what happened with him. As we're going to ride on board with him now. He gets to the back of the 8 machine and British gets just dumped after the wreck even happened by somebody there. So take a look now from the chopper angle of it. And to see exactly what happened to the 14 machine first. He sees the wreck up ahead, hits the brakes, it's power driven by John Horn, and then gets just hit again by somebody, gets turned into him, and it's complete chaos pretty much. But that is that, looks like, for that incident. So now I'm going to go back live once again here. As race leader Jeff Price continues to lead him here. He's led 44 laps so far, 45 to come across the finish line. He's led quite a ways now. That's look at your cautions. We've got 10 cautions, 50 caution laps, 3 lead changes, fast up the race, 14.478. Pace for lights back out here once again. And so hopefully this time we'll get some green flag racing in, because of course we all want to see. So that is the goal. Of course, these guys obviously don't want to cause cautions. They want to have fun and race, but just really a small track and really tough for these guys not to make contact. It's really hard to pass. It's really loose, it seems like. So basically, back on the pit road. Green flags back on the way here from South Boston. On the jump, 45 Jeffrey Price. Going to lead Kirk Mills, actually, who's going to take second place away here or was going to take the spot away from him. So side by side throughout the field. No wrecking yet. Never mind. I to the back. Kirk Mills goes around. No caution as he spins into the inside wall. Gets stuck in the barrier. And he's going to have to tow back to pit road. And you go a lap down right here. So that's pretty much his night over, unfortunately. As the caution flag comes out. Oh, the wreck. 53 machine around. As there's the former machine, Kirk Bell is going to reset on the pit road. See exactly what happened to him. The former machine of Kirk Bell is, he just lost it on entry. He got sideways, spun it, didn't hit anything, and then just spins into the barrier and gets stuck in it because iRacing. So, tough break for him as he's stuck in the wall. Can't go anywhere. He's now, you see, the 63 machine. That's pretty much just dumped right there. 15 John Horn just sent it in, and 63 gets dumped, locks it down, gets run to the outside wall, and that was pretty much that. That's actually now the 15 machine of John Horn getting disqualified for reckless driving. Look back what happened here under caution. This is during the caution flag. That's pretty much a takedown right there. And pretty much gets DQ as he got black flagged by league officials. Oh, that would be what happened. Drove into the back of Stephen Gale and caused a woman behind Roy to also go around. Okay then. So 15 machine pretty much went on a rampage there for whatever reason. So I guess he decided that he wrecked many times, so he decided to take it down everybody else. But anyhow, basically it's back off here once again for the 11th caution flag. This guy's gonna go back green flag here and try it once again. So Fred who fills the green flag here once again from South Boston. Pace car is in, green flag, back out. We're going away here once again from South Boston. Flanking on the inside of Russell Kennedy. It's just George Garcia, but connection issues behind. Looks like 80 machine actually take that spot away on the outside. Great job of Russell Kennedy holding that spot. George Garcia now going to go around the outside of Ryan Flanagan. Try to take away that position. Oh, it was 53 machine around. Ryan Worley in contact. The 2 machine pile is in. And no caution as it's below the apron. We're going to take a look back what happened there to the 1 machine. To the 63 machine and the 1. Nobody else making contact there. It looks like the 63 just got sideways, spun around, got hit with 1 machine, and then 2 machine goes on nowhere, piles in, and really had nowhere to go, and actually gonna make the 63 machine put it behind the wall. And it looks like he's now out of the race, so tough break for the 63 for Facandu, but in the race, lead for Bryce, second place. You have Andrew Singleton. George Garcia now underneath Russell Kennedy for that 3rd position. Looks like he's going to take the spot away. Now Ryan Flanagan trying to follow suit. They're actually going to pull the crossover on George Garcia. Can't even make it stick, however. And D.D. Wills to go to the inside of the machine. It was big connection issues once again. There's now 14. There's underneath the 8 of Trenton Sneed for that position. Oh, gets sideways. He managed to save it. Great save right there. Great driving. As now the 58 machine. Oh, trying to see it at the outside wall. Is 58 trying to fall through. Ryan Flanagan going to go around the 80 of Russell Caney for that 4th position. There's another 14 right there behind him. That is little rod armor. So you're going to try to fall. Oh, almost made contact right there with the 80 Russell Canyon. He's going to go to the inside. Can't quite get the job done, however. So 80 Russell Canyon going to fall back in line. Kind of good name there. 80 Russell Canyon. It rhymes. It's perfect. So 58 Stephen Gale kind of got right into caution there. So I had to use a faster pair. Unfortunately, but he's back here in the back once again, but going to try to fight his way up through the field. As we now have, I believe, the longest run of the night. So these guys doing a great job right now. It goes, Andrew Singleton has caught leader Jeffrey Price and is hungrier for the race lead right here. Trying to find a way around the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price for the race lead. There's maybe some lap traffic up ahead. Not quite sure. There's 45, slips up just a bit. And caution flag is out. That's going to try to stop the 22 is trying to make that run as caution going to come out here. For, I'm guessing, the 14 of Will Rod Armor. Let's take a look back what happened here to him, if it was indeed him. As actually now the 4 machine of Kirk Mills is actually put it behind the wall. As Stephen Gale went around. Take a look back what happened to him. So it looks like he just gets loose all on his own going to turn 1. Or excuse me, turn 3. Just gets loose under braking, maybe a brake bias on these guys. Overcorrects, gets hit with the 8 of Trent and Sneed. Other than that, he's fine. But I think extra rails maybe put it behind the wall beforehand. Not quite sure. Yeah, Kirk Rails actually put it behind the wall quite a while ago. So that, my apologies for that. But anyhow, back live now. As we had a pretty long run right there before we got another caution, which of course is pretty expected. But so far we have 12 caution, 8 caution laps, 3 lane changes. But anyhow, we're going to go on another quick commercial break. We don't go right back. Back live to South Boston. Green flag back underway here from South Boston. For Frederick Price and Lead the field to the green flag is now for third. 50 machine. George Garcia underneath the 9. Ryan Flanagan will take the spot away. As the inside lane prevails, of course, is out. Andrew Singleton trying the outside lane and Jeffrey Price for the race lead. Doesn't look like he can quite get there. Is that George Garcia going to try to challenge him for that spot? So side by side. And almost 3 wide behind them. Russell Caney, Ryan Worley, Trent Sneed. Oh, the 14 machine sideways saves it. Great save. Real Rod Armor are going to save it. Not going to get past the 1 machine, however. As they're almost stacking up behind them. Very close quarters here. This is a very tight track. Because for the race lead, Andrew Singleton is still trying the outside lane on the 45 for Price. Can he make it stick? Kind of a good advantage you can get though off the corners is that you kind of force the guy on the inside to check up to avoid sliding into you and putting you in the wall. So it's kind of an advantage he's able to use. But now 45 Price actually going to clear him for that position with just 25 laps to go now. It's a battle for third. Continuing his right flag on the inside of George Garcia. Can't quite get there. Now for the race lead, it was the 22, Andrew Singleton. He's hungry for the race lead. Underneath the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price. Looks like he actually might have the advantage right here. And we'll take that spot away. Caution flag comes out just after he lost the race lead for the 14 machine of Real Rod Armor. Oh, and he spins it under caution, hard on the outside wall. But look back at what happened now to that 14 machine. As you saw him almost spin out a couple times, had a great save earlier. But it looks like just struggling to lose race car. Gets loose off turn 2. Hits the inside wall hard, but Stephen Gale barely missed the 14 machine right there. Take a look on board now with the 58 machine of Stephen Gale. It was very, very close. As he was right there. Behind the 14 machine, actually. You see him, he's going. Obviously, the 14 goes around, he hits the brakes. Barely misses him. Oh, they're wrecking under caution. Ryan really wrecked under caution. Actually, maybe what caused everybody else to wreck after as well. So, caution flag was already out, I believe. Actually, no, the caution was not out yet. As the caution flag was coming out, the one machine and the 80 were battling for position. Ryan Worley actually got sideways and loose under caution at this point. Gets into the 80 machine after he spins up the track into him. And then gets hit with the 8 of Trent and Steen. Goes up into the outside wall. So 2 near misses for the 58 machine of Stephen Gale. And then the 14 machine spinning into the outside wall off of turn 4 right after. So pretty wild, as there's only 20 laps to go now here from South Boston. I'm going to try to get a word in here with Andrew Singleton. He's just kind of in the race lead. Andrew Singleton, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
So Andrew, you currently lead here at South Boston. It's been pretty chaotic, as you know. We've had multiple cautions so far and a lot of pretty good hard racing, but we saw you actually trying to make a pass on the outside. Didn't really work. You managed to cross it over and take it to the inside, and you made that work. So how's the passing out here? How's your car?
Not gonna lie, it's pretty hard, and I got pretty lucky. So yeah, it's pretty hard, honestly.
All right, you're going back green here. So wish you best luck, and I'll let you go.
Thank you very much.
That's Ryan Team Machine Manager Singleton. He's coming to a race leader. Green flag. Gonna go back out, run away here once again from South Boston. And a big jump by George Garcia. He actually kind of went before the 22, so we're interested to see if that's a black flag or not. Restart under review. As it looks like he can let the 22 machine go on by. Stephen Gale now going to try to go underneath the 50 machine. George Garcia for that spot. Has to back out. Oh, contact with the wall for the 50 machine. Now Stephen Gale going to move into second place as the caution flag comes out once again here. And I feel like I'm an auctioneer talking so fast. Russell Caney goes for a spin, and I'll bring out the 14th caution flag of the night. We're going to take a look back what happened to that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. It looks like he just got loose. Just got loose coming off of turn 2 right there. Hits the inside wall pretty hard. Excuse me, turn 4. Gets back going, but again, I'll bring out the caution flag once again here. Tough break for him, as don't have a long ways left to go, so we're interested to see exactly who can do what at this point. Gonna try to get the backwards with you, Ryan Worley.
Well, no fuel, no tires, just down.
Ryan Worley, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
So currently sitting right here, and it looks like P5, so inside the top 5. Qualified second, got at the front. Ended up spinning, and you've kind of tried to work your way through the field, but it's not gone very well for you. How do you feel about your chances to try to win the race here tonight?
Oh man, if I can get this thing out in the front, I think we've got it. It's the fastest car by far. It's just never gotten up front, and I just feel like this is gonna be our best chance. If we can start up strong, we might be able to get her up there and win this thing.
And unfortunately for you, not having a lot of green flag runs does not really help your odds there out. It's a very tight track, as we know, very slick it seems like as well. It's extremely hard to pass. So how do you feel about trying to, make the position or try to gain positions here? Can you pass on the outside, or is it just mostly limited to the inside?
It'd mostly be inside. It's just how you can get a run off the corner. If it's the last lap and I'm in second, don't put it past me. I will wreck somebody, but it's just gonna be one of those. If I can get it on the restart, it's where I'm gonna get it. If I can't, it's probably not gonna be one.
And final question here. I was kind of wondering about the brake bias. Is it kind of too high for you guys? Because I've seen a couple of guys, including yourself, actually, you got spun out there to lead, kind of get loose in corner entry. Is it because when you hit the brakes, the brake bias kind of makes the car spin out, or is it just that slick?
Actually, it was old tires on that one, so yeah, it's mostly just if it's not old tires, it's just bad brakes and hopping.
Alright, well, they're going to go back green this time by, so wish you best of luck or charge back to the front. That was the number 1 machine to Ryan Worley's pace lights back out. We're going to try to stack these guys up once again here and go back. Green flags, 22, Andrew Singleton taking a lead. 58 with Stephen Gale and the rest of the field to the green flag. Green flag is out and away here once again from South Boston. A great restart by the 22 and the 50 as Stephen Gale is kind of stuck on the outside now. Gonna try to clear the 50 machine. Hits the outside wall and unfortunately, contact! There goes the 50. He's gonna spin on the apron. No caution as it's onto the apron. 10 laps to go now from South Boston. There's no caution flag. Andrew Singleton in the race lead. 58 and Stephen Gale in second. Can he chase down 22 of Andrew Singleton? He's trying everything he can. Just hit his marks and gain time. He's 7/10 of a second back with 9 laps to go. It's very, very questionable. And we'll still stay green the whole time. Now it's down to 6/10 of a second. He's slowly gaining on him. Lost a bit of time right there through turns 1 and 2, unfortunately. Again, we heard him. He didn't practice at all, so the fact he's in second place right now is pretty incredible. But Ryan Worley also said he has a pretty fast car, and he's looking to try to get back at the front. This time by, 6 laps to go. We're almost in that window. If caution flag comes out, the race will be over. As that battling continues, Ryan Flanagan in the 9 machine almost making contact with Ada Trent and Sneed. Looks like he's going to take that spot away. So 5 laps to go now for Andrew Singleton, trying to get a victory here at South Boston. Number 22 machine. But oh look, now here comes Stephen Gale at 58, charging hard. 4 laps to go. As he's right there, right over to 22. He almost won it at Phoenix and couldn't quite get the job done. And now he's hungry. Wants to get his race victory away from 22 of Andrew Singleton. 22 now pulls away just a bit. They got 4/10 of a second. Can the 58 get there and use the bumper? Oh, hits the outside wall. And that's pretty much game over. 2 laps to go from South Boston. Oh, and he spins it! Remember this 15 machine, Stephen Gale. That would bring the caution flag out. Oh, hard hit 9, Ryan Flanagan. And that is a race right there. Stephen Gale pushing the car to its limits, trying to get to the race lead. And unfortunately, it was not enough for him. He's going to go around and spin out of second place. So, tough break for him position-wise as well. But that will guarantee the 22 of Andrew Singleton the race victory here from South Boston. Gonna come across the start-finish line and win first race for this season for that 22 machine. Go to victory lane. And now we have back-to-back first-time winners this season. So who's gonna pick the victory? Ryan Worley gonna give him a little door rub there. Congratulations. And he's gonna do his cool down lap before he's gonna go across that finish line. Probably celebrate. Russ King gonna give a little high five with the car. Del Jr. quote right there. Gonna come around here to the start finish line before getting a bump from the 8 machine. I turn to Sneed. Gonna come across and burn him down here. Andrew Singleton gonna win here at South Boston.
That was fun as hell battling with you for there, Andrew. I should have just stayed out and battled some more.
We're continuing to celebrate here.
Man, I should have won that race.
It's 22 machine. I'm major single. We continue to celebrate. And try to get some interviews with these guys. First up, we're going to interview the new Chase Elliott here in the Black House booth. Chase Elliott, got a copy?
Yes.
So, out of second place, you're pushing the cars to its full limits, and I'm making a position here to my top 3 interview because that was pretty nuts at the end. You come up not with a great finish after coming so close to victory once again, and unfortunately for you, it did not work out, and you went into the inside wall.
No, that's sadly not the case. I just got loose in a couple runs. But get the pressure of me trying to win, and just annoyed. I do that all the time.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting there watching you try to chase down at 22. Then it looked like he kind of had a better exit there out of, I forget, turn 4, and it looks like you just got on the outside wall and spun at the inside wall. So tough end to your end, tough end to your night. But it's mostly going on there. But 80 shots will give you that almost victory here tonight.
Well, with no practice, I think I did pretty well with no practice. I just want to thank everyone who showed up. Granted, with all the cautions that happened, I wasn't really the happiest of all guys with all the cautions. But other than that, I want to thank everyone who showed up, Russell for hosting it, and yeah.
Alright, well, appreciate your time here, the new Chase Elliott, and obviously sucks you didn't get what you wanted here tonight, of course, but I'm gonna wish you a good night.
Yep.
Alrighty, that was your summer place finisher. 7th place, the new Chase Elliott come. So that is that, and the reason I'm saying the new Chase Elliott is because that's what he changed his nickname to in Discord. So I'm just reading what I've been told here. Anyhow, we're gonna go and interview here your 3rd place finisher, Ryan Flanagan, in the broadcast booth now. Ryan Flanagan, got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So in your 3rd career start, you're gonna pick up a 3rd place finish here tonight at South Boston, that Flex Tape Chevrolet. Pretty wild night out there, and you finished with quite a bit of damage in your car, as many people did, of course. Pretty wild night, a lot of cautions, a lot of aggressive driving, a lot of hard racing, and it paid out for you to get a podium finish. So your best career finish and only 3rd career start, pretty good night for you.
Yeah, it was perfect. I loved it. I must say thanks to all the other drivers. They did give me a few tips here and there before practice started, but it was for me just trying to figure out the car. I really figured it out halfway throughout the race. I just tried to make sure that I was up towards the front. And when I came into pit, Flex Seal worked out really well. We used some flex tape on the car, made sure that it sealed up quite well, and it held together by the end.
Yeah, I think the flex tape actually had a bit of an air advantage. I mean, you drove from the back of the field to the front there at the end, and ended up finishing in P3. So besides, of course, flex tape itself, any other sponsors you want to give here?
No, not really any sponsors. I would just like to thank mainly here at BHR and everything. I love it here, and it's amazing. I wouldn't want to be in any other series.
Alrighty, well, appreciate your time here, Ryan, and congrats on 3rd.
Thank you.
Alright, guys, your 3rd place finisher tonight, as we now have 2 meme interviews in a row. Now your 2nd place finisher, number 1 machine, Ryan Worley, podcast booth here. Ryan Worley, got a copy?
Yeah, I got caught the bud.
So the first non-meme interview tonight, Ryan Worley, you come out in P2, we interviewed you there just before we went to that last green flag run there. You were riding in P3 there for quite some time behind the 58 machine before he spun into the inside wall, after hitting the outside wall. So you managed to miss that, come out with actually a clean race car. I don't know how. But you managed to finish with a completely clean race car, not a scratch on it, in P2. It's a pretty good night for you.
Yeah, I was happy with P2, but that car, it shouldn't have been cleaned. I used all 5 fast repairs, so I was just hoping nothing else would happen there. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got up to the top there. I was just talking with these guys. I wish I could have been up more in the front, because if I could have been up front, I probably could have drove away with it. But going from 5th to 2nd, in about a lap or two, that's pretty good. I'll take it.
Yeah, and we saw Stephen Gale trying to chase down a 22 machine there. Chase Elliott trying to chase down a 22 machine of Andrew Singleton, and you were kind of cruising behind him there. You were trying to pressure him and trying to get around him, but couldn't quite do it. And then, of course, when he spun, the caution came out, and you didn't really have a shot after that. But what was kind of going through your mind there, trying to knowing that you had to get around the 58 machine to go out for the race leader, and him pushing it and almost wrecking, and then it did wrecking. What was kind of going through your mind, and what was kind of your plan at that moment?
Well, whenever he first spun out, I was just like, hey, if the caution don't come out, I'm gonna be pushing, and if I can get to him, I'm gonna wreck him around so I can win the race, right? But just trying to get around. Whenever you're in third, you're at a disadvantage because you aren't the first guy to get a chance at him. You're gonna be the second guy, and when you're losing laps, it's so hard to get up there to win. I was just hoping that maybe the 50 would wreck him, and then I'd take away to home. But no, it didn't happen that way.
Alrighty, well, for a pretty wild night. You're going to finish here in second place. Any shout-outs and sponsors and thank you want to give here to invite you home to Evernorth finish?
I always got to thank my Lord and Savior for helping me out here, and he actually helped me get my internet quite a bit better tonight. I also have to give a shout to my dog there. You can probably see on my paint scheme. He passed away earlier, or that was last week, I guess, at this point. But yeah, he passed away from he just ate too much stuff he wasn't supposed to, and it destroyed his intestines. So it was great to have a year with that dog, but definitely going to miss him, and so ran a tribute car for him tonight.
Alrighty, well, I'll give a quick sign if you're a loss there, and unfortunate, and kind of a bit of a sad note to the end of our interview here. But anyhow, congrats on second, and have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you for being here to broadcast for us, bud.
Yep, no problem. Alrighty, that was your second place finish here, Ryan Worley, and again, the tribute paint scheme to his dog, who died last week. So again, thoughts for him and his whole family as he deals with that, unfortunately. But now, on a brighter note, your race winner, Andrew Singleton, broadcast booth now.
So,
Andrew, you got a copy?
yes, sir.
So, Andrew Singleton, you pull out with a race victory here tonight. I'm not sure if it's your first career victory or not, but I know it's your first win of the season. I can tell you that much for sure. And you certainly had to work pretty hard for that one at the closing laps there. 58, the new Chase Elliott was chasing down on you, and unfortunately pushed the car too hard and wrecked. So, caused the caution, pretty much guaranteed you the victory. But led 24 laps. You really had a fast car. It seemed like you passed Jeffrey Price for race lead. You never looked back after that. You finished with some donuts and beats and dents and scratches of South Boston pretty much, and it brought you home to victory lane. So just talk about your race, how you managed to get to the front, how you managed to stay there, and what was going through your mind in the last few laps.
Yeah, so at first I was, I think, third at first, and throughout it was yellow after yellow. So I mean, like, I was never really I was like third all race long, really, and then I think with I think at lap 100 or so, I had first from, I think it was Jeffrey, I believe, which was great racing there. He was crazy there. And then after that, I was just, out front for like the last 25 laps or so. And I mean, like, I was not the quickest car, but I was out front, so it didn't matter. I was probably, I would say, top 5, but not first. I would say first was probably Ryan. He had a fast car. And he was catching me there at the end. I was concerned. I was so nervous there at the end that he was about to pass me because he had lap time after lap. He was killing me every single lap. But yeah, I'm just happy I was able to actually pull it off here. It kind of seems crazy because of the amount of wrecks we've had today, and I was never really in any of them, which was lucky for me. But yeah, it feels great. This is my second start this season. Last was at Phoenix, and I unfortunately did not have time for that. But this one I did, and it feels great. Really does.
So yeah, so far 2 races. You got the pole at Phoenix, didn't show up to the race because of what you just mentioned there. Second start, you pull off victory here at South Boston. It's a pretty good run for you. And you know what was kind of that relief there, and knowing that you pretty much pulled off the victory when you saw the 58 machine spin in your mirror there behind you.
To be honest, I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him spin. I was just focused. I didn't even see him spin until lap 129 when the yellow, unfortunately, I did not even see him spin. I was nervous even after that. Like, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Alrighty, well, any shout-out sponsors, thank yous you want to give here that brought you to Victory Lane tonight?
Crazy enough, I really do not have any sponsors in this car. My team, actually, I don't really have a team in this either. So really, I don't have any sponsors. So,
well, what do you have?
I would say thank you to Russell. Thank you to all the admins and everybody like that. Even though it was a crazy race, thank you for hosting. That's pretty much all I can think.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on your victory here tonight, Andrew, and have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Alright, as your race winner tonight, Andrew Singleton, good victory here tonight from South Boston. Now, we're going to take a look at your results here, top to bottom, here on LCTV after South Boston. So Andrew Singleton put the victory here tonight. First career victory for him. Ryan Ciaroli going to come second. Ryan Flanagan actually pick up career best third. Trenton Snegan fourth. Fraser runs to the top 5. Also, Kane going to finish 6th. The new Chase Elliott in 7th. Real Rod Armor in 8th. George Garcia, last car on lead lap in 9th. And Thomas Wise 1 lap down in P10. P11 tonight here. Kirk Mills 43 laps down. Facundu Ray, sorry if I mispronounced that, probably did. He did finish in 12th, and then number 63 Machine, 13th John Horn, 14th Blaine Atkin, 15th his teammate Blake Anderson, going to finish 86 laps down, 121 laps down, Fletcher Kopser, and the number 9 Machine. He'll run out your field here tonight from South Boston. So, again, I want to thank you all for watching here tonight on tonight's broadcast. Be sure you tune in tomorrow night for National Motorsport Xfinity Series, as I believe they head to Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken on that. Las Vegas for Chase Race number 3. So make sure you come out, tune in, and watch that tomorrow night at 8:40 p.m. Eastern, as always. Then on Tuesday night, we head to, in the our Truck Series, we head to, the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, actually, in a truck. So, the very famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to see who can kiss the bricks there on Tuesday night, and then, of course, come and watch next week here on the BHR JenMar Mangement series, as always. So, again, thank you all for watching tonight's broadcast. LCTV, signing out.